How's it going, guys? It's TacTixHD here, and I'm bringing you the second episode of my NHL 12 building a dynasty using the Winnipeg Jets, as you guys requested. And right here, I'm just showing you my starting lineup at the beginning of the 2012-2013 season, I believe. Might be wrong on that. It's the second year. So, you guys seen I had a pretty good team, and also I forgot to show you the awards in the last episode, so I decided at the beginning of at the beginning of the next episode, I'll show the awards from last season, so for the final video, I'll just show the awards from both, I guess, not a big deal. Right here, about third of the way through the season, for whatever reason, trying to put Keith Thawley on waivers, really good defenseman, 79 overall, he had like C, B minus potential, decided I'd pick him up. Right here's the All-Star break. I'm looking through to see which of my guys made the All-Star team. And luckily enough, I believe Zach Bagassian, one of my defensemen, made the team. And also Andre Pavelec made it on backup goalie. And I decided I'd just check out the Blue All-Star team to see who they had. And of course, they had like the Sedins, Zetterberg, Rick Nash, Jordan Eberle. They had a couple young guys like Kevin Shattenkirk and stuff. Right here, we are actually at the trade deadline. And this is a trade I made at the end of it with like an hour left. That was what Columbus offered me, and I said I don't really want it. So instead of giving them Eric Fair in a second, I gave them Chris Thorburn a sixth and a seventh. For you'll see in 2 seconds. I honestly don't want to ruin it because it's such a good deal. Not Derek Brassard. I already have two really good defensemen, Logan Couture and Alexander Burmistrov. Instead, I get amazing prospect Ryan Johansson. Also, guys, I don't think I mentioned this. I mentioned it in my last Billion Dynasty series on NHL 11, but whenever I make a team, I always try to go for three main things. That's two top All-Star centers, which I have right now, Couture and Burmistrov. Solid defenseman. I have 6 83 or higher defensemen, and then a solid young goalie, which is Pavelec. Also, I signed Patrick Eves. Detroit actually traded him to St. Louis, and as soon as they traded him, St. Louis put him on waivers, which just doesn't make any sense. So I just picked him up real quick to basically replace Thorburn. And right here's the start of the playoffs. I finished, I think, 7th in the NHL, 4th in the East, something like that. And I was playing the Montreal Canadiens in the first round. And I actually didn't do very good. They started out with a loss, got a win, and then I lost my next 3, you'll see. So that's the second year in a row I got knocked out of the playoffs in the first round. And then my AHL team played the Monarchs, which I'm pretty sure is the LA Kings AHL team. And I lost that series in the first round as well, which is a disappointment. But there's always next year. So the GM was just saying how he's upset because, you know, I didn't make it past the first. I didn't win the conference finals, which, I mean, in real life, no one says, I want you to make it to the conference finals. Like, there's 4 teams out of 30, so it's just not realistic. Right here's the retired players. A lot of retired players. Like, a lot of them I don't think should be retired yet. A lot of them have 3 or 4 years left, but whatever. Hopefully you picked up some names there. I was just showing it real quick. And right here's the first round draft pick. I only show the first round draft pick because all the rest are kind of don't really matter. And I was just looking through trying to see who had the best overall stats with the like for sure stats. So who had the most green and yellow. I ended up picking this one left wing up who had all 7.5s, two green and a yellow. This guy here from Sarnia, left wing, pretty good, looked pretty good. So I decided to go with him. Didn't really care. After that, after the draft, I went to the re-sign phase, and I always sign all my best players that are in the NHL first and see how much cap room I have left, and then I usually sign the AHL guys. And this year, I think I actually just sent a pending offer to every AHL player, and I think only 2 of them I actually had to give contracts to, which were like under $1 million both. I signed Burmistrov to like a 3-year, $3.5 million deal, or actually, I might have given him 1 year. I think he wanted 1 year for whatever reason. I signed Marcus Johansson. It was like 3 years, $2 million each year. I also signed, I was looking here, I was trying to decide between Tanner Glass and the Kompioski guy. Tanner Glass wanted less money, and he's only 1 worse overall. And since I got Eves, I actually have 5 right wings. I have, Brian Little, Blake Wheeler, Eric Fair, Robert Nielsen, and Patrick Eves. So one of them could have played left wing on the 4th line or 3rd line, wherever they needed to be. So I decided I'd just end up letting Korpioski go. Right here I signed Brian Little. I think it was like a 3-year, $3.5 million a year deal. Blake really wanted $3 million too, and I don't really know if I wanted to pay him that. His potential went down. It went all the way down to C. I don't know why, but it did. So I was a bit worried. I ended up not signing him, but you'll see I do replace him with a better player for I think the same amount of money. And right here too, I signed Tobias Onstrom for a 3-year deal, $5.5 million. I'm pretty sure that's 3 years. I might be wrong, guys. Sorry, the screen I'm looking at right now is a bit small. I'm gonna make it a bit bigger here. Alright, and right here is the, sorry, I just smacked the mic, free agency, and I signed Kevin Westgarth for the simple fact that he actually lives around where I live, or did live. He was raised here, I guess. and I played dodgeball with him, his brother, and Steve-Ott. And right there, you can see I signed Peter Mueller of the Colorado Avalanche. He was a restricted free agent, though, so I had to give Colorado my second-round pick. And I signed him to a 1-year, $3.5 million deal. You'll see right there, it's just the thing saying it. So that's a pretty good deal, I think. He'll replace Wheeler on the second line very well. And right here is just my final lines. As you can see, pretty stacked team going in the next year. I mean, I don't know. I could really only get a superstar. That's the only way I can really make my team better. As well, the AHL team is also very good. A lot of people I could probably call up if I need to. So, team looks good. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. Bye. Follow me on Twitter. You'll be the first one to know when I'm holding an open lobby or tournament, and it's an easy way to talk to me.